You just have to, because, geez, if I didn't have a camera, nobody would believe anything I'm saying.
Exactly.
About anything I'm telling you now, about anything that I've experienced this past year, about, you know, even the police corruption or any of that. Nobody would believe that unless they saw it with their own eyes. So I just feel that that's my duty to show to the rest of the country what's coming to their town, because it just happens overnight. And while they keep us fighting, you know, creating these race wars and dividing us and making these non-existent issues, you know, and we get caught up with it. Somebody wants to beat us up, oh, you're a racist, and no, I'm not, no, really, I'm not, and, you know, no, fuck you too, and I've totally been there. I mean, gosh, October 28th, I'll remember that day forever, but I did, because I was just tired of hearing it, and my children were there, and, you know, because they get out there and provoke you and then tape the response, which is why I show the whole video. You know, nobody's perfect, and it's, you know, but I think it's fair to show the whole thing. But yeah, I lost it and I cussed for like 10 minutes. What can I say? I'm human, so I learned.
Right.
But, you know, you just get a little better each time, I guess, and try not to let it bother you. And it's funny, because really, you can't talk sense into people that are set there specifically and purposely to provoke you. And they actually go to classes and have meetings and discuss, what are we going to do? You know, and they send out the clowns and do all these stupid things. They scream and spit in our faces, and then they pretend when we walk by that they get hit, and they'll actually like fall over and have real tears, and, you know, officer, officer, oh my gosh, this shit's funny. So yeah, you know, you have to have a camera. And I never thought that my own side, my own team members, I mean, I thought I was going to be out in foxholes with these people. I thought that we had each other's back no matter what. And even through this, the people that screwed me over, I still helped them. Still. And then they still, you know, gang up on Christie mentality. All I can say about that is it just seems very prevalent in this organization, the male domination, you know, women are incompetent, we're just worthless pieces of garbage. It's just a really sad mentality that I've come across quite a bit. And, you know, we respect these people and look up to them for guidance and leadership. And it was kind of a letdown, but, you know, I can save my country on my own, right?
Why not?
Right. I'm going to do my part, whatever I can. You know, if somebody feels I'm hurting their image because somebody said this about her and you better believe it, then that's okay. Then that's not the type of people I want to be with anyways, you know. I avoid those type of people to begin with, so it's better to find out now, you know. How could anybody answer that question? I mean, our own administration can't get it right. What have they been saying, 12 million for the last year and a half? And other estimates say 30 million. From what I've seen at the border, and knowing that, you know, simple math, you don't have to be a genius. 15 to 20,000 people crossing the southern border every single day. There's 365 days in a year, you know? I mean, it adds up pretty quickly. It's really, yeah. Obviously, they can't put a number on it because they don't know, and they don't know because they don't want to know, because they don't want to enforce it. You know, but illegal immigration is just the tip of the iceberg to what's really going on. I'm glad that, you know, it's getting people involved in opening up their eyes, but there's a reason. You know, 9/11, we have terrorists attack us. Why wasn't the border shut 9/12? And then we have that dipshit the other day say, ooh, we need another terrorist attack so we can appreciate our president. We do? Really? You know what? I appreciated that man. I voted for him frickin' twice. He lied to me. He is a traitor. He took an oath to uphold our Constitution and defend the sovereignty of our nation. And he chose to sell us out. Now, if he was worried about our country and our nation and terrorism, then he would have closed the damn border 9/12. Now, we voted on the frickin' fence a year ago. What have we built? 2 miles? The National Guard? I mean, thank you very much. You're only doing your job. I'm not, you know, by any means not talking shit to the troops or... Not at all. Not at all. They're not allowed to do their job. It's our administration. You know, the guys I build fence out there, 2 or 3 of us can put up 100 yards in just a couple minutes. And they have all this equipment and big stuff, and it's still not there. We voted for it. Why aren't you listening? I don't get it. Why aren't they listening? Okay, well, you know, I wasn't there for any of the Chris stuff, so I can't go there because then it would just be hearsay.
Right.
But the information is out there, for anyone who wants to see it. I can talk about what I personally experienced with Jeff. You know, that's fair because I personally experienced it. Gosh, I think that he could, yeah. We're all human here, and I personally choose to associate with other humans. I wish I was perfect, and by all means I strive for perfection, but I'm not. I'm weak, I'm a sinner. And because of that humanity and ability to see that I am a sinner and that I make mistakes, I am given the beauty and the knowledge of how to fix it and develop and learn from mistakes. There's some people in this world that have never, ever, ever made a mistake. So if you've never made a mistake, then what do you have to fix and how can you grow as a person? It seems that, you know, there's a lot of egos going on and, you know, I want to control this and that and every little thing. And I've been in controlling relationships before, and I picked up, you know, quickly that that's not for me. It might be for someone else, but it's not for me. What's the difference? I mean, say we have a leader that's doing the exact same thing as our elected officials are now. I mean, what are we fighting for? I'm going to fight for truth on all sides. And if our own people are doing things that, you know, I'm going to ask questions. And if you get in trouble for asking questions, then you know that that's not where you want to be. I don't know. I don't really want to say anything bad. If anybody wants to know about what happened between us personally and all of the destruction that he's caused to not my life but dozens of other lives, the evidence is there and it's all documented and PDF'd. Everything's date and time stamped. There's videos, there's articles, there's everything, everything you can imagine. Literally days of research.